Today, you have a country where there are no violence, no discrimination, where your elders, perhaps your dependents and other family members are living in peace at last. Major General Shavendra Silva, Sri Lanka's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, said at a public forum in Boston yesterday, January 29th, delivering a lecture on the post-war Sri Lanka.
I'm happy that I'm meeting a set of worthy intellectuals from Sri Lanka who represent the motherland in this part of the world in Boston. I'm indeed cautious of educating you on the post-war consequences of Sri Lanka with the hope of accumulating maximum of your attention to the speedy development, as there are no such hindrances anyway, due to the obvious fact that there are no more violence in the country aftermath of the final humanitarian operation 2 years back.
There was an appeal from the transnational government of Tamil Eelam to all of their members to respond and prevent the meeting. Few protesters were outside the hall when Major General Shavendra arrived, and they were seen engaged in healthy arguments with another group of Sri Lankan expatriates who were there to listen to Major General Shavendra.
That's shameful.
Yeah, it's kind of hero for us.
Yeah. Shavendra Silva, yeah.
Okay.
That's why. And
Now
you
it's
should read
finished,
this. Read this. What the New York Post says. Yeah.
That thing
Say
is true,
that.
but
Yeah.
war is finished.
No, war is not finished. War is not finished, my friend.
The war criminals over here. We are just protesting.
That's the question we have to ask today.
We don't talk to criminals. We don't like to talk
We
to
love to
criminals.
talk. I mean, we don't care
don't
about
talk to
Sarath
criminals.
Fonseca because he's the killer too. We want the
They
justice.
all
No, he's a
Prabhakaran
criminal.
also killed.
No, we are not coming from Prabhakaran.
The New York Post says, no, he is a war criminal.
So why don't you guys come inside and ask any questions?
Yeah, we will. If it is, we will. We will come to ask questions because he's the one who white flag surrenderies killed it. He's a coward. He's not a war hero.
War is not over, my
Is there
friend.
any?
here.
We are the proud
Did you see
Tamils living in the America. Because of your damn thing, we moved out of the country.
Okay.
Because you are killing people, innocent people.
Sorry if I said that.
Don't say LTV people.
Later, some protesters came to hear General Shavendra's speech.
Many battles were won and equally were lost. I simply wanted to make some pride in you for having your country escaped from a fear and anxiety as it had been experiencing for about past 30 years. So, you will see my appearances here today in Mufti as moreover as a gesture of peace in Sri Lanka, and beyond doubt that will be forever as long as we all lie intact together. Warfighting, gentlemen, is a kind of art that is being done, risking lives in any pandemonium. In our country, we at a war against terrorism, and it was the most ruthless one, as you can remember, how it activated its fighting elements to the extent which it leveled against humanity, identified as the most sinister in the world. For your information, thousands of worthy lives of civilians were perished, including the lives of various political leaders from two major communities who saw solutions to the problem. Among such victims were the Tamils as the majority than the Sinhalese. 20 local Tamil politicians and 9 Sinhalese, including one regional leader, Rajiv Gandhi of India, was killed. You might have witnessed some of the actual battle scenarios from various video footages by now, where there were gallant foot soldiers of the Sri Lankan army marching across terrorist strongholds to rescue innocent native Tamil civilians from the jaws of LTT terrorists who have emerged from the inside of them. LTT's acts of terror and the carnage need not explanation, especially at the final stages of the battle in the country, as their survival was totally found resting on the lives of innocent Tamil civilians who have been deprived of almost all civilized norms and ethics in the society.
Mrs. Subha Sundaralingam, member of the transnational government of Elam, led the protest. Mrs. Sundaralingam identified herself as a Deputy Minister for Welfare of the Families of Cadres and Martyrs in the cabinet of the transnational government of Tamil Elam. She was the first to ask a question from Major General Shavendra.
I am the member of TBT Finance, and I would like to ask a question. You have been notified and criticized by human rights organization and ICC, Amnesty International, that you have committed war crime. And Channel 4 clearly indicates what your military have done, and the news reporter, the poor news reporter is a Priya, her naked body, and all around, all the women who raped and killed and surrounded by the army personnel. Can you give the explanation to the people? And you are saying this is Tamil problem is over 62 years of problem. Protectors, they were protecting. You have known there were so many years of violence, riots, and killed by singular majority, and that singular came out as only one language. The Tamil never exists. And can you explain first? My question is Channel 4. What kind of clarification you're going to give?
Thank you very much.
Speak up. If I'm Sri Lanka, I am dead by now. You and by
Okay. First of all, she's a Sri Lankan, okay. This country, no, please, okay, yeah, okay, you can here. Tamils are Sri Lankans. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so pleased to see that you had the courage to come and ask a question here in this forum. I very much respectfully tell that I'm so proud that we have Sri Lankans of your nature, okay, living in this part of the world, okay, and still can come and ask questions like that. I'm so proud, okay. So anyway, I think you had so much of questions. You were trying to make a speech anyway. Your question, well, you came during my address. Suddenly, I saw you got up and went, so you would have missed in between my presentation. I'm sure if you know the language proper, would have heard as to how I mentioned as to how we conducted the operation or the humanitarian operation. So, and how humanly we conducted. You were talking about referring to a video footage. You would have known that there was a video footage last year also that was pop up and itself died down and went. Okay, and the same whoever who put up has no voice after that. It was come up and gone back. Okay, it has come up. So let us see. I mean, if there have been any violations of such things, this cannot be put under earth. It will surface one day. People, if someone is responsible within the government forces, yes, of course, that I'm sure the government of Sri Lanka, and before that even the military, will take action against those who are responsible. If it is, as you accuse now, if that is the case, that will be done. You can't expect within just some footages coming up and the following day to take action and to come to conclusions. Because we have seen in the past, 1 year back, but after that, that's all. Excuse me, I think that will be decent enough to answer. If you don't want, you can stop your questions or you can come out with all questions. Let me answer. That's no problem. Okay? But you ask few questions. Be patient. Okay? As a Sri Lankan, be patient to answer. Okay? You ask few questions and you won't allow me to answer, and you might tell tomorrow that I didn't answer. I would like to answer each and every doubt before you go out of this place.
Discussion was lively at the event.
India. Also, the same happened in Coimbatore. About
1996.
No, it's 1995 that happened in Nawali, which was like lethal.
Arali.
It's,
A-R-A.
No.
Arali kites. Is it kites?
No. Nawali.
Namali. Okay.
Nawali.
Okay.
Some who came to protest were happy that they were given a chance to share their views and to engage in a conversation with the Deputy Ambassador, Major General Shavendra Silva.
As I said, I invite as the Deputy Ambassador here, the Sri Lankan will celebrate its 63rd independence in Queens at Forest Hill this year on the 5th of February, although it's 4th. The 4th will be another official function and 5th for the community function. You all are welcome on behalf of the Ambassador and the Permanent Representative, Dr. Palita Kona. I invite all of you to join, and I will be very honored if people like you all can come, and you will first of all see here, and thereafter you all can get back to Sri Lanka and see. I will see that you all are comfortable over there, much more than others. If you can come, we are welcome. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
As the Deputy Ambassador, we had 60 years of things going on, and now the war is over. Rajapaksa government has a two-thirds majority and ready to have that problem solved and let the people live in peace, especially our Tamil people. As a Tamil American, I think.